From a small apartment in Stockholm to the global stage, Daniel Ek's journey to success wasn't a smooth ride. Born in 1983, Ek showed an early interest in technology, coding his first website at just 14. But success didn't come easy. Ek's first ventures into the tech world were met with failure. His startup, Vertigo, was sold but didn't bring the breakthrough he hoped for. Disheartened but not defeated, he faced financial struggles and self-doubt. After leaving Vertigo, Ek retreated to his apartment, battling depression. He knew the music industry was broken, with piracy rampant, but how could he fix it? The idea of Spotify began to take shape, a legal platform that could compete with piracy. Together with Martin Lorentzen, Ek faced countless rejections from record labels, who saw Spotify as a threat. They were laughed out of meetings and told it was impossible. Despite the odds, Ek persisted. He poured his savings into Spotify, working tirelessly day and night. The turning point came in 2008 when Spotify launched, offering free and premium subscriptions. The rest, as they say, is history.
So you were 14 when you started your first company, and then Spotify you were 23 when you started it. Was youth an advantage in starting those companies?
Yeah, definitely. If you ask entrepreneurs, would you have done it if you knew how hard it would be? Most would have said no. But because you're young, and in my case, you're quite naive, you go into situations like, hey, this can't be too hard. And when I started Spotify, I didn't actually know that I needed licenses from record labels. I was like, well, we'll
this
figure it out.
This is easy, you stream it.
Yeah, exactly. I got introduced to some people and they said, no, you need some license. That can't be too hard. Surely they must be up for it. It took me about 2.5 years later to get started. But I think that's what kept me going, because I saw the solution. I didn't see the problems in the way. I think many people, as they get older and they get wiser, and the great benefit you guys have here is you're not destroyed by this fact that you think the pattern recognition, what I call pattern recognition, you don't really have that. So instead you see, oh, this is not how I want it to work. So you actually go out and you seek a solution. Where a lot of people, if they have a lot of experience, will say this is not going to work because of X, Y, Z. But it turns out that most things does work. And what I think is like the most inspiring thing ever, and I say this, people come up to me and they ask me about ideas for companies. And I said, in all honesty, I have no idea. In fact, what's going to work and not. In fact, I think this was like '04 or something. Someone approached me with this company called Skyper, and they said, we want to do this thing where people can sit in front of their computers and make phone calls. And I'm like, I'm never going to work. And that turned out to be a pretty big thing too. So the thing is, I'm not like a visionary person in terms of that I know what will work and not. What I do know, however, is that if you keep executing, the right person will figure out a way to sell umbrellas in Sahara. Because they'll figure out that it's for sun protection, or they'll figure out a way where it can generate electricity or something like that. But it's really all about execution, and ideas is 5%, execution is 95%.
Today, Spotify is a global leader in music streaming, with over 500 million users. Daniel Ek's vision transformed the music industry, proving that innovation can overcome even the toughest challenges. Daniel Ek's story is a testament to resilience, showing that with determination, even the hardest battles can lead to the greatest successes.